Welcome back, everyone. Rams public address announcer Sam Lagana is back in his home after last year's devastating Palisades fire. We were there not long after tragedy struck the Palisades to learn what Lagana went through to try to save his home. Well, now he and his wife are back despite ongoing renovations. Jill Painter Lopez shows us how Lagana is continuing to offer hope for his beloved community.
Back in your backyard in Palisades, it looks new. What have you changed here?
Yeah, we haven't really changed anything. We just kind of brought things back that we think was important, Jill. And, you know, the stuff that burned, we lost our fences with grass, and we cannot get that lower lawn to come back. But, you know, bringing back fresh plants to get trees and putting up a fence and vegetation on the other side that was all burned out and other fences that all kind of burned down. Just that's important because this is kind of where we live in the backyard.
Sam Lagana is back in his home in Pacific Palisades, a move that signals rebirth, rebuild, and optimism.
Daytimes are a little noisy, as you can hear, but it's a nice noise because you know progress is being made. Night times, it's the frogs, and it's very, very peaceful. So I appreciate that peacefulness because that also brings a different sense of hope.
Lagana still has those Coliseum seats that survived the Palisades fire, and he still has his passion for sports, community, and healing.
You know, I think it's important for us to know that we can lean on one another. Is it a perfect lean? No, but, you know, we all have to approach it. But bringing people hope, bringing people some confidence and positivity, I think is really necessary because that's what I'm seeing people struggle in.
The night of the Palisades fire back in January of 2025, Lagana was trying to save his home and help save Marquez Elementary and his neighbors' homes. We were there shortly after that to witness the devastation. 19 months later, his street is far from back to normal, but there's some change.
We're going to have, you know, like 6 brand new schools. We're going to have 3 brand new grocery stores. We're going to have new, you know, internet. We finally got FiOS, you know, to our house. There are going to be different things that make a difference in people's lives that weren't here before that are going to upgrade. And that's going to be attractive to evolution.
The quarterbacks will be wearing red today, as they generally do.
Football is about to kick off again, and Lagana's familiar voice introduces us to Rams veterans and rookies. He's been the team's PA announcer since the Rams moved back to LA in 2016. He'll be back at SoFi with that signature phrase soon.
Welcome home to the Rams house.
You're obviously back at training camp many days. What is it like to kind of bring your positivity back to Rams training camp, and what does that role do for you?
The fans get excited, and then when we can bring that energy together on the weekend and pump people up and, you know, share the excitement and talk about all the good stuff, then again, that unification brings energy, and that energy is transferred to the field.
Lagana is grateful for both community and football.
You know, it's much like you see the positivity at a Rams football game, and it generates so much electricity that that inspires the people, you know, that are competing on the field. And that's not just in the game of football, that's in the game of many sports, but that's in the game of life. And if we can come together and inspire one another and bring that positivity, it motivates people to be the better person that they want to be.